Good morning, good afternoon, good evening in the YouTube world. I'm here today with my co-host Marty Gallen, and
Hello.
with our special guest Lou Maselli. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Lou?
Yes, it is.
Okay, not bad, not bad. So, anyways,
First effort.
so I'll let Marty interview Lou and find more about Lou and what he's doing. So go ahead, Marty, take it away.
Oh, well, Lou's a very interesting guy. And over the years, I've gone to his garden center, which is in front of Dufferin Mall. And there's always such a huge variety of vegetables, fruits, shrubs, herbs, everything. It's enormous. So this year I said, Lou, you got so much stuff. What are you going to do with it all? And he said, you know what? I'm going to give it away to a lot of farm co-ops or co-ops, people that have co-ops that are growing.
Community gardens, halfway houses, shelters. Anybody who wants to come by can come by. I just need some kind of certificate to show my accountant that I'm actually giving this stuff away and not just pocketing the money and not claiming it.
How did you get into the garden business, Lou?
Well, my dad was doing this ever since I was knee high to a grasshopper, and he had the fruit market down on Dundas and Dovercourt, where the old church used to be.
Yeah,
We went from there to the corner over here of Croatia and Dufferin, and we were there for almost 30 years. And then my dad decided to sell the land to the mall with the commitment that they would allow him to stay as long as he wanted. But lo and behold, after he sold it, he was let go. And I was called back in about 3 years later by Mr. Hall, one of the property managers at Dufferin Mall. Back then, I think it was Cadillac Fairview. And I've been here ever since.
It must be exciting. It must be exciting, Lou, to see the vegetables growing.
People. Yeah, with vegetables growing, people coming back with good stories on how their product grew, and they're coming with pictures of these beautiful gardens. And even the people that you give the stuff to, like, the community gardens, they come back with pictures and how much of product they get. And it's surprising, even though it's late in the season, as long as you get it into the ground, most of this stuff will grow. Just a little bit of water, a little tender loving care, and everybody can reap the benefits,
But you have so much stuff this year. You got a lot of stuff.
You can take a look in the background there. There's quite a bit of product still here. Vegetables, plants, flowers. Everything's been reduced to the regular public by over half. So if anybody's interested in picking up some herbs or last minute product, come on in. We'll treat you well.
What vegetable do you enjoy growing the most? Which one is the most? Yeah. Excuse me.
I would have to say zucchini. I love the dredged flowers in the flower of the egg.
Yes.
It's got the most productivity. Tomatoes are good, but usually when you're planting most of the stuff, you can get like tomatoes in bulk, pretty well everything in bulk when they come in season, right? But it's nothing like a fresh tomato salad straight from the yard.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's delicious.
The flavor is totally amazing. And there's so many different varieties now. Like there's got to be 50 or 60 different varieties of tomatoes. Same with peppers.
Wow.
So what's the secret? What's the secret, Lou, to growing good vegetables?
Secret to growing good vegetables, I would say a good base, a good garden, loosen up the soil, a little bit of peat moss, a little bit of manure, and off you go.
So that's it. It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy. And water every night or every morning. And
should you talk to your plants? Should you talk to them?
My plants all the time.
Do they talk back? Do they talk back?
Oh, they do. They respond by growing better.
Now, this is interesting. So you have so many fruits, vegetables, and herbs. How many different kinds of fruits and different vegetables and herbs do you have? Because it looks like you have a ton of stuff there.
I do. I've just this morning I've donated at least 20 trays of peppers to the community garden over here at Grove Park here.
Mhm.
and I got a couple more coming in. Halfway houses coming in, and hopefully a few extra people will come in now that they see the video, and I can give them some vegetables too. I'd rather give it to them, and there's one elderly farmer that I usually just load up the truck and drop it off, and he just plants it and usually drops off a bushel or two of tomatoes for me or something. you know, which is great. It's really nice
So do
to
people
see. Yeah,
do people come far from the city? Like how far away have you seen people come in? Because there's so
Sault Ste.
many
Marie,
places that need it, right?
Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste.
Wow.
Marie.
Yeah, I got a regular customer the last 15 years that have been coming down, and they usually come down with a van with
Wow.
shelving, and they load up, and they load up for everybody because there's not very many suppliers up there for the product.
Wow.
So they come down and they fill up, and they take it all back up there.
So to
North
tell
Bay.
people, so to tell our viewers, because we have viewers from both Canada, US, and the world, how far of a drive is Sault Ste. Marie from where you are to there?
What is it, about 6 hours?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 hours. Yeah, like Toronto, like Greater Toronto is pretty, like, you go each direction in an hour, and like in Oakville or Pickering or, Bradford, and people are come from all over.
And
People, old clientele that have moved out, to the outskirts, and they, just used to having my product.
now,
And,
how do people find you, Lou? Like, are you always at the same location every day, every weekend? Like, can you,
well, I'm usually here only 3 weeks in the spring. I used to be here all year round, but the rent has gotten to be a little much. But all in all, it's worth it. And I was actually looking at the park because they're going to be building condos here,
wow.
and so I've been basically operating year to year the last couple of years, because there is a plan in place where they want to put up condos, and parquet pretty well where I am now. I don't know why they need the parquet because there's a giant park right across the street.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so I'm not sure where I'll be ending up if that takes place. So hopefully I'll have another year over here. And if not, there's a few locations I was looking at, but nothing confirmed yet.
How do you have like a website? Like, how do people normally find you? Because people that you're
Just my phone number and my email.
okay, okay,
That's,
so that's fantastic. And so,
What is your phone number?
After I'll let you know if you want us to put that in the text below, if you want us
Sure.
to do that, and we'll put
I
your
would
name.
appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. The
Lou.
more people that know, I usually sell Christmas trees here at Christmas time.
Okay.
And I usually donate $500 to the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts. Last year, because of the pandemic, the Girl Scouts drive at where was it, up at Rutherford over there at what's the mall called up there? Ooh,
It's a mall.
Vaughan Mills. At Vaughan
Vaughan
Mills,
Mills.
they had a drive, and they were forced to close down. And because of the garden center status here and quick access outside, I was able to take their trees that were there, and I paid them their trees, and that money went directly to the Girl Scouts, and I resold them here at a marginal profit.
You're so giving. You're so giving, Lou.
Well,
You're so
if it
caring.
works, it helps everybody, right?
So do you still make your own tomato sauce? Do you still?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, to my
The
own
old
tomato
Italian
sauce, my
way?
own pepper sauce. Oh yeah, I make
Oh
it
my
all.
God. Your father
I
must
make
be
my own
proud.
wine.
Your own wine?
I do my own sausage. Of course, it's I have to be ready for the grandkids when they come up and ask, say, Lou, what do you think? We're gonna make some wine this year. When I was a kid, I used to love to taste the fresh crushed grapes because it was all nice and sweet, but you couldn't have too much because it cause you problems. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
You stuff your own sausages too?
Of course, yeah. Of course,
Wow.
it's I've gotten away from the fresh sausage. What I do is I do a little bit of fresh sausage, cure it for a couple of days to let it dry a bit, and then just put them in vacuum seal and throw them in the freezer. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm usually doing super sat. It's like a salami, a dried salami, and that works out well for me because you just take it, cut a couple of pieces off, and a piece of bread, and off you go. And the kids love it too.
You're making me
You're
hungry, Lou. You're making me
Yeah,
hungry.
really,
Sounds like
me
you're a good
too.
chef.
Darren,
Yeah,
he is retired. He says
yeah.
he's retired. This is retired.
This is retired. Yeah,
Well,
it's when you're working the 4 months of the year, it's pretty well retired. You know, it's more of a pastime than actually working.
you,
But
you can take the job out of the chef, but you can't take the chef out of the job, or something to that effect.
pretty well. You can lead a
You're
horse to
such,
water, but you can't force it to drink, right?
you're such a giving man. I want to thank you.
Well,
You
I
really give from
appreciate
your
that.
heart.
Well, it's you give what you get, right? Or you get what you give. There you go. That's right. You get
God
what you
bless
give,
you.
right?
God bless
That's the way
you.
to do it, right? You know, if you're too greedy, you usually choke on it, right?
Wow.
Lou,
This
can you?
gentleman here is
Yeah.
from the park across the street, the Glen Grove Park.
Yes.
He just was here this morning and picked up a
Hello.
few products.
Hi, how
And,
are you?
How are you?
How you doing?
Good.
You're on a
How
Zoom
are
call.
you? It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, but now I'm thirsty for that red wine he makes.
No kidding, but don't drink too
Italian-
much. Don't drink too
and the
much.
Not in
Italian-
this heat.
and the spaghetti sauce.
It's
Oh,
good.
thanks. Yeah, well,
Lou,
a little
can
way
you
from
say
lunch,
something?
guys.
Lou, can you say something in Italian to our Italian viewers?
To our Italian viewers, grazie per tutto la convenienza vostra per comprare qui e speriamo che il prossimo anno sono torno qui. Grazie tanto. There you go. Not bad for a Canadian
That's
Italian.
pretty good.
Well, if I was in Italy, they would say, "Why are you butchering the Italian language?" Well, it's kind of hard, but I pick it up from all my clientele. I got a lot of Portuguese clientele, a lot of nationalities down here. It's quite a melting pot.
That's one thing good
Wow.
about Toronto. It's a lot of different cultures and language, and
Yeah.
Exactly. You know. Well, gentlemen, I guess I really want to thank you guys for considering me on the Zoom call.
no
And
problem.
if you can post that for me, I would really appreciate it. And I'm here for another 3 weeks. Starting the 12th, I'm going to be giving away quite a bit to the community garden centers that want to put up their some stuff or some plants and stuff. And if you know anybody, just send them my way.
You got it.
Oh, I know a few
Appreciate it.
people.
Yeah, so we sure will,
Okay.
Joe. So we'll keep in touch. I'll send you an email with the link to the video. But for everybody out in the YouTube world, I'd like to thank Lou here for giving up his time and for all his charitable work. This is part of Marty and I's Let's Dine
Hey.
series, and we look
Nice
forward.
series.
We look forward to seeing you, Lou, in person. Hopefully, in the very near future, I'll come down and say hello, and we'll do a
Please do.
follow up as well.
Absolutely. Take care. Thank you so
Okay.
much,
Bye,
guys.
Lou. God
Have
bless
a
you.
great day.
Ciao,
Bye-bye.
ciao.